Hello and welcome to our van tour of our new to us Burstner Nexxo T690 Sovereign. Do you want to come in and have a look round?
Go on then.
Midships, me hearties. We have.
Midships. You cannot say midships.
It's midships.
It's not the caravan show.
Midships. We've got a kitchen.
Andy Harris would be proud of you.
Would he?
Yeah.
Would he? In my motorhome.
Motorhome.
I love Andy. Hi, Andy. Yes, we have a kitchen, and it's one of my favourite places in the van, I must admit. You have lots of space, so much I've just been dancing in it, dancing in the kitchen, which is a great thing. So we've got a sink. It is not the biggest of sinks, but it does the job nicely. Obviously a nice big tap, which on one really good thing means we can get Cooper's water bowl underneath it without having to do anything. It's really practical. Underneath here we've got a 3-burner hob. And I've already found out I can get my big frying pan on, my kettle and a ridge monkey all at the same time because it's in a line. It's absolutely brilliant. So we have a cutlery drawer here. It's also got all the cut-off valves for the gases for everywhere.
For the gases.
The gases.
The safety cut-off for the gas hob, the gas oven and the gas fridge.
And the fridge. And the heating.
Yeah, hot water heating.
It's got pictures on it and everything.
Oh, isn't it good?
Isn't it good? But the one thing I like about this, soft close drawers.
It's the future.
Didn't even have them in my house. So there you go. We've got the teeniest, tiniest oven you've ever seen in your life.
Yep, with an anti-rattle bit of paper in the door.
Yes, this because otherwise. So that is our fix it to bodge.
Yep. And I think that's a doll's house oven, really.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as a toaster.
Because, I mean, this is the only shelf that you can use, really. But if we can have the camera come down, come and join me on the floor. Can you see how close the grill is? How are you supposed to fit anything up there? It's literally, what, like 3 fingers width? Crumpets are fatter than that. So...
Yes, you can remove the shelf.
Yes, we're going to have a play around and see if crumpets are going to be the first thing to see.
Beat a bit of crumpet.
If it's a decent grill, it might stay.
Yeah.
So yeah. More storage at the bottom and here as well, which is really good. They've not left any blanking plates on to cover up. We have this. Look, it's almost as tall as me.
It is.
So this is our fridge. And look at the size of it. Got all the important things in it, but I just can't get over how much stuff we have fit in this fridge.
And
it's
a nice
wonderful.
Freezer section too.
Yep, nice full freezer section, which is always good. So that is a massive improvement on the last van, and I love it dearly. It's one of my favourite things. So love a big cupboard up here. I have to excuse the mess in this one because this is kind of like a chuck it all in.
Yeah, we've not settled in yet.
No, but it's good enough at the minute. My Nespresso machine and pans fit in there, but we won't. This is coming out, isn't it?
Yeah, there's the old TV aerial status thing, so we've got to take that out.
Yeah, and that will give us a little bit more room, and we might even get a shelf in there, might we, once we're done. So.
And you're going to make that cupboard door into
a chalkboard.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my chalkboard here, so it's nicely out the way. We were going to put it on here, but then we brushed past it, and that's what we had last time, wasn't it? We kept brushing off. It was not really any good.
We've forgotten what we were supposed to be shopping for.
Especially with your handwriting, anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we've got this little shelf, which is perfect for my Nespresso machine, apart from the fact that I can't actually open the thing on it, but it gives me somewhere to put it out of the way. And a 230 volt shot,
main socket.
And a main socket. So I've got 3 cupboards up here. Got this little one on the end, which is great. That's just got medicines and things in there. This one, it's a nice big cupboard. And that one opens up there. So we've got lots of storage space, which is wonderful. So this is another wonderful thing for the kitchen. And this is a massive slide out drawer set.
It's almost like a larder in itself, isn't it?
Yep. So this is a lifesaver in here. It's loads of space that they've crammed in under the sink. So, and in the doorway, we have a door. The door comes with a window and a window blind. I can't open the door because we're filming this in lockdown. So I will have to point out a couple of things to you. So we do have a little up or downy blind. We've got a fly blind, which I can't open with the door shut. So there is a fly blind here. Got a lovely little shelf for knickknacks and things and hairdy fluffer. And we've got a bin, and it's a really big bin. I was quite surprised with the size of this. However, in this bin, Burstner have done one of its wonderful things again, where you get a little surprise. So in this bin, there is this. And we're thinking, what's that? You unclick it. It's a mini dustpan and brush. Bit of a brush. Put your stuff in the bin. And click it all back together. And it's there. How cool is that? Around the doorway, we've got entry lights. So these are the entry lights. Oh, sorry, that's not the wrong one. These are the entry lights where you come in. So it lights up here and it lights up the step. You've got some lights above as well. So that's cracking when you come in. So you just have the lights to get into the van. You'll see we've got the carpets down. These are the same as we had in the old van because you really can't beat them. You can jet wash them down and it stays nice and clean, and they're heavy enough to stay flat.
And they're rubber backed as well.
Yes, and rubber backed. So
and they just cover the original floor if you just pull that one. Just look at it. So it's got a nice vinyl normal floor covering. But we put these down just to protect
it a little bit.
And mainly because Cooper's nails go all night when he's wandering around.
And when he comes out and lies down, his tag on his collar makes like chinky noises on the floor. So definitely saves a lot. And he finds it familiar now because he wouldn't eat his breakfast at first.
Yeah.
Put these mats down because they're the same as the old van. No problems at all.
He's a little weirdo.
Yeah, he's a lovely little weirdo. So, quick one here. This is really handy. Lovely little pop-out cupboard. So in here we've just got Cooper's lead, Cooper's towel. Buried underneath that is a million poo bags. But it's just really handy to have them right by the door, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really good. The other side of this little box is batteries and inverter and
solar power and
all of
everything
the
like that.
John's favourite little cupboard, no doubt. But it is also a really nice little comfy seat as you come in. Moving further round, obviously we've got the two captain seats that will swivel, which do give loads of space, but there is just still loads of space. I think just having all of the headspace up here is really good. It feels like lots and lots of space, which is wonderful. We've got this big chunky sofa here, which you'll probably recognise from all of our blogs and things, but it is a big, comfy, squishy, lovely seat. The table, which might not be here for long because it is huge and it is so heavy. You have to slip her, that's what she said. And it's so heavy. I mean, it's got this great little feature where if I click the thing underneath,
push it round,
it will flip round. Breathe in, honey, breathe in.
And then it does make a table
that everybody can eat at. It's nice and big, but it's also 20 kilos, did you say?
Yeah, 20
kilos. I mean, it's got this bit that spins out, but it is just way too heavy for what we need it for. So what we've done is we've bought a lagoon table leg, and we're going to get a top made up for it. What we have to take into consideration is that this drops down into a rather complicated, convoluted double bed in this area, which involves about 27,000 different cushions and boards and things. But just in case we did want to ever use it, we'd need to make sure that the tabletop we get for the lagoon table leg will fit the space that we need. And having the lagoon table means that we can
scoop it around.
We've seen Luke's video. We know what that table does.
It's like the lagoon table dance.
Yeah. So that will be much more useful and a bit more fun as well as far as tables go. But these seats as well have seat belts. We've just tucked them behind here. So this is two more belted seats for forward facing ones. So it is really handy to be able to carry 4 people in the van if we need to. So I've got blinds again. As you can see, our lovely view during lockdown, the blinds. We've also got fly blinds as well up there, and the lovely net curtains that we get. We've got 2 massive cupboards up there. At the moment, there are varying different types of food in. So have a sneaky peek. I've got some stuff in. No doubt, I might change my mind again and move them.
Yeah, they are very deep cupboards though, aren't they? So
yeah.
You do get an awful lot of stuff in there.
So we've got lots of storage. Of course, that does carry round into the front. We've got little alcoves either side that we obviously stuff our jackets into. We've got the camera, but it turns into a little shelf all the way along. It's just handy to be able to place things out of the way.
We've got a nice overhead skylight at the front.
That opens to let a bit of a breeze in if we need it, which is cracking. And then we've got a second one, which is just a little bit bigger. So we've got another cupboard here. This one's not quite as deep because we have telly. So that's the one that came with the van, which is perfect for me, sitting here to see.
And show them how well Burstner thought about where you might want to put your remote controls.
Oh, of course. And here are the remote controls we placed earlier. And this light, I need to say, this light is scuppered John, because John couldn't find a switch for it anyway, could Johnny?
No.
No.
And it doesn't touch either.
And look, you can touch it. However,
if you press it, it comes on.
Press it, it comes on. So Mandy's brute force and ignorance beat John trying to find a switch.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So the front of the van's also got these little lights. Really cool. Nice little LED light unit with a switch on it, and it just clips into the track. So find the track, click in like that, and a little switch on there. Really works well. And then we've got the same obviously system on there where you can choose the USBs. So they're the USB modules, same sort of thing. And to get the power, simply click it anywhere you want down the track, put it on, and then you've got a USB there. And then the other thing we've got at the front of the van is this little switch here, which switches on and off the main lights. So without it, we just get this nice kind of glow around the ceiling. And then with that light on, you get these big spot lamps overhead. Under the kitchen, you've got these lights, just 3 little lights. You got a plug there and a plug up there, which is where the light switch is. So we've got these lovely overhead cabin lights that give a nice light centrally over the room. Really nice actually. So it kind of makes it light enough that you can see everywhere, but not too light. So I really like that feature.
This is the bedroom. Call it a bedroom because I can do this. I can do this. What I can't do is this.
Oh, you need a slammy door noise button.
So we're going to have to get a slammy door noise fit in because, you know, someone's got to storm off at some point and slam some doors. So we'll do that. So it is a room, it seems. I think it's wonderful. We've got 2 separate single beds, which give us loads of room, especially with the infill part at the top, which is a mattress as well, so it's nice and squishy. Cooper likes that little bit. There's also 2 infill pieces here that we keep in the cupboard that will make it into a super king size bed if we ever wanted to. We've not had to use those yet. So at the back we've got 3 massive cupboards. They really are a lot bigger than they look, and we keep our clothes and towels in there. We've got the pockets on the front from the old van, and they're proving to be really useful as well.
Get loads of storage in there, don't we?
Loads of stuff.
Show them the cool stuff that happens at the top of the bed though.
The cool stuff that happens. Oh really?
That's what she said.
So the cool stuff. So we have these, so we can sit up and read in bed. So at the back it's just a ratchet thing with a slatted piece of wood. That's the technical term for it.
Yeah, okay.
And we've got those on both sides and they really are handy, especially where, as we're parked at the minute, we're head down a little bit, so we just lift up, like John's, you can see there, it's just a tiny bit.
Just a bit lifted up so that your head's higher than the rest of your body, so it's comfortable to sleep.
So works out really, really well. So at the top here, we have a lovely secret little place that we keep Cooper's food.
Secret dog food stash.
Secret dog food stash. So that makes it really easy, because then I can use this mat to get him fed. Cool. So that's really good.
We've got 2 cupboards, haven't we?
2 cupboards. So this one's not been sorted yet, has it, John?
No, it's my cupboard.
So it's got little lights in there. So they are quite good.
Yeah, nice deep cupboards. And if you look at the back of the cupboard there, that is one part of the infill bit that fills and makes the bed up.
Yep. So there's one there. And then there's another one here. Mine's used for a few bits of food storage and whatnot as well. And
the other good thing as well is these ends of the beds here do actually lift up, so you can get full access from the top as well. So you can basically get access to everything inside you want to.
So here we've got all the heating controls, which is really handy, because when you're in bed and you need to turn the heating up a little bit before you get out of bed, I can just scooch along under my covers and whack the heating up a few degrees and not have to get out of bed, which is handy. We've got a light switch for the back of the bed, and we've got some USB sockets there, which is nice and handy.
And it's the Truma 6E system we've got that works hot water and the blow air heating. So we've got some nice lights in the little bedroom area as well, haven't we?
We do.
All controlled by some switches in the centre. And we've got some little lights in the background there that just light up the backs of the bed and the headrest.
Which is very good.
Which is very good. You've got some lights on rails at the end as well.
Yep. So I've just got one here, as we can see.
And we can move those along.
So we can take them off.
Take them off, twist them along.
There's a rail, and then twist that there.
Twist it back on. And in those rails as well, we've got some USB attachments. So like you can, those little things there, you can move a USB socket to wherever you need it on the little rails as well.
But then
there's a really good one. For this one, we need to turn
all the lights
off. Other lights off as well. So, let's turn them off. So, turn your spot lamp off.
So let's see. Oh, my spotlight. This is.
So now this is a good one. At night time, let's say that you want to go to the toilet and you don't want to wake everyone up. Well, Burstner have thought about that, because they've given you little step lights that lead all the way from the bed and even light up the little toilet there as well. It's just epic. Really cool idea.
It lights the way for Coop to get off the bed.
So Coop now has a nice little runway light like that, you see, so he knows where he's going.
You can tell which side of the bed's mine. We've got fairy lights. I have to have a little bit of fairy. It's actually really nice having them on when we're watching telly at night, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's good. So we've got concertina blinds. We do have net curtains.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Burstner. We're lovely net curtains, and we also have the fly blinds here.
In there as well.
So we can get them there, which is great. They've also put a little bar on with a netting. I'm assuming it's so you don't fall out of bed if the window's open.
Yeah.
So not needed that just yet.
No.
But no, it's cool.
Nice little skylight.
We've got a skylight obviously that opens, and then we've got concertina,
blackout
and fly blinds.
Yeah. And that concludes the bedroom area.
That is. Charlotte. So we've got a toilet in our Charlotte, which is great. It's one of those ones with a swivelly thing.
Nice comfy seat to it. It's much bigger than any that we've had in the past as well, much more comfortable.
Yeah, it's a round seat, whereas any other ones we've had have kind of been elongated, haven't they? So I do find that a lot comfier.
Yeah.
There's a lovely heating vent just behind it, which keeps it nice and toasty in here, which is great. Obviously the flush for the toilet and the light switch for the toilet is at the back, which is...
Yeah, it's not on the outside of the toilet, but there you go.
Yeah, it's a couple of things to trip over before you can turn the light on, but it's still good. Got a lovely big cupboard. Quick glance, you ready? Whoop. So lots and lots of storage in there,
And
which is
some
fantastic.
storage underneath the sink as well.
Yep, we've got some storage in there. We've got all of our
Gold dust,
aka
toilet rolls.
hidden in there, which is great. And we've got a skylight at the top, which lets some nice air in. And we've got 3 really good, nice, bright spotlights, haven't we? Which keep it lovely and bright in here. Hi! We've got a lovely big sink, which is far better than the other one because it's got a plug, which is always brilliant. It's just really nice area. It's nice and big.
It's nice and comfortable, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's got a special trick up its sleeve as this shower, doesn't it?
It does, because
right now you're probably looking at it going,
why is there a shower screen?
why is there a shower screen and where's the shower? Does it pull out of the sink? Does
Is it this?
Where is it?
It's
No.
not that.
No.
Look at this though. Ready? Blimp. Excuse me.
And there is
And there
the
is
shower.
the shower. So that's brilliant, and it got loads of space for having a shower in there, and you've got a shelf to put your things on,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
So really cool. And you can also keep the door open if you wanted to and just use the shower curtain
shower
for a bit of
curtain.
extra room.
Yep.
Got a nice duckboard flooring on there so that after you've had your shower you can put that down and you don't get wet feet.
And it's got 2 plug holes in the floor, so it doesn't matter which way you pitched, it will drain away nicely, which I really like.
Up at the front it's the usual Fiat Peugeot Boxer kind of cab. This is a Fiat Ducato based van. We've got the captain's chair spun round. We've got a nice head unit which has got sat nav, radio, MP3, stuff like that. Aircon, manual gearbox, cruise control, just the usual stuff from a van really. We've got Remis blinds which give us a nice bit of privacy at night. So this is our over door kind of control area. We've got the BMV which monitors our power, the control switch for the inverter, battery selectors and voltage checkers, water level checks, water pump, and whether we can switch the power on and off. Obviously the important carbon monoxide and smoke alarms. On the outside of the van we've got a huge rear garage which sits predominantly under about the last 1.5 metre of the van and goes across the full metre, or 2 metres I think it is, width of the van. Awful lot of storage in there with lots of little cubby holes and things like that. Little bike storage area. I believe the previous owners had e-bikes or something like that.
Yeah,
so,
and it's got like a bar with the grabby things that hold the bikes up inside.
yeah, and it's got a heater vent in there so it keeps everything nice and warm.
2 mains plugs.
2 mains plugs. Obviously you'd need to be hooked up for whatever you put in there, but I guess it was good for them if they were charging electric bikes and stuff like that in there.
Yeah.
And like I say, really kind of big doors either side as well.
Yeah, I can literally get in and monkey crawl all the way through the thing. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you could live in there.
Yeah.
So
John's,
quite big.
that should be the naughty corner.
The naughty hole. That's what she said.
Yeah.
And also on the outside of the van we've got things like the cupboard which allows us access to the water. It's 120 litre fresh water with a 20 litre reserve to it. And then a nice little lever as well which goes on the outside to open up the tap for us to drain our wastewater.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool too.
Yeah. And in the same cupboard, the mains hookup cable's in there. And they've thought about it so you don't have to put a cable in through the door. You go up through a little hole in the floor with a weather cap
Cover
on it.
over it, yeah.
Which is kind of handy as well for that one, isn't it?
On the other side we've got the gas locker and we've got a twin 11 kilogram gas low.
Gas low, refillable bottles in there.
So underneath the actual locker is the gas low connector where you just put the connector on and fill up at a petrol station.
Yep, so you don't have to open the door to get to that.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
And then the little switch over inside to switch between the 2 bottles. And then Burstner have actually given us an outside gas point.
Yes.
And an outside shower, albeit we haven't got either of the attachments for it yet.
No, we got the gas one. It's in the cupboard, but we didn't get the shower.
No.
No.
So we've yet to try that one out. Obviously, it's not really the weather or the the right time to be showering outside anyway.
No,
right
but
now.
it'd be good for coop, maybe if you got all muddy, but we're waiting. They're going to send us that.
And other than that, the only other kind of special feature the van had when we bought it is rear airbags. So they've taken the rubber bump stops out and put rear airbags, which does mean we can adjust the ride at the back of the van a little bit. And as for the entire model spec kind of thing, it's a 2015 Burstner Nexxo T690 Sovereign.
Yes.
Really catchy title.
Absolutely.
Based on a Fiat Ducato, and it's the manual version with a 130 multi-jet diesel engine. 130 bhp. And we went for manual over the auto because the last van was auto and it was pretty horrible.
It was like a gremlin auto box.
Always wanted to change to the wrong gear at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So I prefer a manual. And this van's gear ratio is different than the last van, so this one seems to have a lot more lower down grunt.
Yeah, and it's been a joy to drive. I've actually really enjoyed it. It's gobbled up the miles. It's been brilliant in the driving that we've done.
Yeah, in
to
the
get
small
here.
amount of driving.
Yep, no driving since. But
So there you go. Hope you liked it. If you've got any questions about the van, then please ask in the comments section down below. We'll do our best to answer them. But so far, we're very pleased with it.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
A very strange time of year to change into a van and then have to be locked inside it. But so far, like, it's definitely the right move for us. We have gone and expanded our internal space probably by a factor of 5, I think.
Yeah, and
So
it's very
much more.
fortuitous to do it at the time we
Yeah.
did, because obviously we didn't know it was going to get this bad so soon. And if we'd have had to do this in the old van, it'd have been a different thing entirely. Yeah, John might be dead by now.
Yeah, we'd probably be looking at mothballing the van and going and getting a
Rental or
hotel
something.
or rent a house, because
it wouldn't have been fair on Coop either.
No,
so no,
that'd
it's
have been awful.
It's definitely been a good call, and I love it. I just love it. It's just so easy, as it's like an upgrade to a penthouse apartment. It feels, just because we've got stairs to go to bed and
just the little touches in it as well. There are many thoughtful little touches. It's built really well. Thank you very much for watching.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed.
Hope you enjoyed the van tour. It's probably been a bit of a long one, mainly because I know you're all sat around doing nothing at the moment now.
Yeah.
So you could probably do with a good half hour of a van tour.
Yeah, watching us waffle on.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for watching,
Yeah.
and we hope everybody is safe and well.
Yeah, you take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon, hopefully.
See you soon. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Hiya. You did say what to say. Oh, 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to come and have a look round?
So in the doorway, we have a door.
The door.
A door in the
amazing.
doorway. That's amazing.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Le bog.
So you got